What's up, Skullwalker? We're the Imagination Creation Films, and today we're talking about organization of the little things in life and how the right organization with the right bags can make you a better filmmaker. Maybe. So before we get started, a little housekeeping. I don't do housekeeping much. A couple of these bags were given to me to try and such. Several of them I paid for myself. It just depends. This is not a one bag to rule them all. This is comparing these bags so you can kind of see them. So they're not a review of the individual bags themselves. I might do that in a future video, especially of the one that I like. But again, this is not a video about this is the bag you need to get. I just want to show them all, give kind of my thoughts on them, and you decide. We have the Cable Pouch 4. This is from Tenba. We have the GoBags small. We have this CRDBAG medium. We have the Shimoda. I forget what it's called, but this is a bigger bag. And then this is the Tenba. What is this? The Toolbox 8? Yeah, Toolbox 8. And then these are the go-to bags. And first, go ahead and subscribe. I love you. That's why people ask, why do you point like that in some of your thumbnails? Because I love you. You're awesome. All right, so let's start this journey here. We're going to talk about where I came from in my organizational journey and where I am now. So I started with these little zipper bags from Amazon. They're canvas. They're designed for tools, and they're pretty cool. The problem with them is they make a lot of noise. No, the problem with them, you can't tell what's in them, because they're not see-through. They are fairly strong. You can look inside and see what's inside. And hey, look, I have a lot of rods in here. Who would have thought? Other problem is there's no way to really label what's inside because you can't see what's inside. So you literally write on it with a Sharpie, and maybe you do that a few times. And these are cool. They're really good for tools, but not great for tools because you still don't know what's inside them. I have an entire tool bag over there full, and I literally have to sit here and do this number because I'm too lazy to open the zipper. And I'm like, oh, that's pliers. I don't need those. So these are what I went to next, and they are go-to bags. They are small. They come in a medium and a large, and they are plastic with a mesh woven into it, zippered, and they're okay. They're bigger. That's the advantage of them, is you can actually get some stuff in there. And these are really, really cheap. I liked them because I could see through them, and I could put a bunch of stuff in there. Here's my assortment of stuff to put in. So you can definitely fit, a bunch of stuff in here. And then zip around it. So they're pretty good. They're just not really they're not really that great at anything. They're plastic, and you honestly, once you fill them up, you can't really see through them. Next comes the Tenba bags, and this is the Cable Pouch 4. And this is the first pouch that actually got me excited about management of my materials and cable management and organization and such. These are really well built. They are plastic. You can see the plastic, but it's a full window. And this is the Cable Pouch 4. They make a Cable Pouch 6 and an 8 and a Duo, and you'll see another one here shortly. This one is really good, and I use it for like my media, and I have several of these. By the way, I definitely did like them so much. I got one for free at NAB. They wanted me to check it out, and I bought a couple more. They're really good, but this is really good for, like, this is all my red media, and I use them for various things. Inside they have some Velcro, not Velcro, but elastic cable management. It's really designed for you to stick cables in there and secure them. I don't secure cables that way. That's a little too OCD for me, but I do like all my cables in the same place. They are double zippered, which is nice. I do always appreciate that. They're clear and they're really well built. They're nice. They're a little pricey, but sometimes you got to pay to play. Sticky stuff in here. You can get quite a bit of stuff in here with no problem. And just zip them on up. And you can actually see every single thing that's in here. That's really nice of them. This is the 4, so it's not really that big. You can see by my placement of my hand. And it's a pretty simple little device. As far as being able to label, you can't label this. There's no there's no Velcro. There we go. But this is the cable pouch 4 by Tenba. Next we move up to, and this was told to me by my friend Brandon, who told me that these were the king. These were awesome. And he's not wrong. He's not necessarily right, but he shares a very good trait with me in that he's really cheap. So these are roughly $20 a piece. This is GoBags, and they only seem to make one size, and it's this one. I would consider this the small bag. They have loops on the back, not elastic, just woven. They have a zipper mesh on the back, but no plastic. So what you put in here is exposed to the elements. So you're not really getting any water resistance here. On these others, you're getting some level of protection. Obviously, you can't submerge them, but these are weather zippers right here. You do get a carabiner on it. You get a little handle, so you can just, do this all day long. There is a pouch here, and then there is a separator, a divider, and I'll try to show it. But then there's also some little net mesh pockets in there. So organization-wise, you can get a lot in here. And you can get it in vertically. And you can get a lot in there. You could be a little more anal about it and stick them back here, stick this right there. So you could, start categorizing what you're putting in here, put your media in the front and maybe some of your hard stuff in the back. And as far as labeling goes, there is a card in here that you can, if you feel like it, I don't feel like it, that's why. That you could write it here and it's protected behind plastic. Velcro, you can, oh wait, it doesn't have any Velcro. Not really. The front is plastic, and it's a fairly thick plastic. And it's got some mesh in there, but you can see inside. What I've found is that these will scratch. It's kind of a not necessarily sticky, but it's got a lot of friction to it. A lot of stiction, I believe is the correct term. But for $20, they're not bad. And they do have a weathered pouch on top, only single zippers. And this is the GoBags, and they only really have one size. Next, we have the cord bag, or the CRDBAG. And this is the CRD pouch medium. They do make these in small, medium, and large. The medium to me seems like the ideal size for me. And, I like, you can see the comparison here. The cord bag versus the CRD. This one is definitely smaller. On here, you have single zipper, and it is the weather resistant zippers. You have a plastic on the front. It is a little more slippery than that one. It's still got a little stiction to it. It has a mesh in it, and it's black, but this plastic is much, much thicker than this plastic. You can see it, how you could, it's hard to bend this one. It's super easy to bend this one. That could be a positive or a negative, depending on your taste. You have the label that you can stick your label in here, or you can, it's got Velcro. So you can label things, as important as they are. Yeah. On the back side, you have non-elastic canvas woven or regular woven. You have a different style of carabiner. This is I would call it a little more robust, but not as big. A little more stout, so you can just clip them onto anything, and then you can, of course, put stuff inside. Inside, we have a zipper. Get it? And it is a mesh divider that's in between it. It is not a deep pocket in there. It is about, you can see the zipper is, zipper's right here, and the bottom of that pocket is here. So you don't get a full depth of that. But really big. You can get a lot of stuff in it. And you can, it's, well, maybe if you do it straight, it looks better, but I believe they sell a whole bunch of different patches for what you might put in here, audio, what have you. But these are really, really well built. Very impressed with these. These are, I think, $35 a piece for the medium, and they go up from there. Definitely well built, really good plastic. If you did the next, we have the Shimoda bag, and I don't know what this one's called. I apologize. This one is a much bigger bag, and there's a couple of things that go with it. You do not have the weather sealed zippers on it, but you do have dual zippers. You have a full window in the back. It is plastic that is very smooth compared to the CRD bag, and then compared to the GoBag, which is very sticky. This one feels the thickest. And these feel about the same as far as the thickness of the plastic. You have these straps, well, different hoops on the side, and then you have some on the bottom as well. We'll open this up. What I do like about this is this opens all the way to the ends here, where you can flip up entirely open, which is very nice. This is ripstop nylon, I believe, and it's fairly thick. It's not a really thin ripstop. I suppose they could have gone thinner. It's slightly padded. So let's open this up and see what's inside. They give you a shoulder strap, which, you can choose to use or not. Inside there is a mesh sleeve that is zipperable, but it only zippers in an L. It doesn't do a full. It's just kind of an odd one to me. And then you also get 2 pouches in here as well. So you actually get a dividable thick, put this in here, put this in here, put this in here, put this in here. Oh, we want to keep the media separate. We're gonna put that over in here. And the USB stick, we'll put that in there. Close it, close it, close it. Now you can see exactly what's in this side, and you can see exactly what's in this side. And just so we're clear, this is actually a very thick bag. So you can see how thick this is. You expand it out. It's actually fairly thick. It's not a thin bag. It's compressed down here. So you can get a lot of stuff. It's hard to see from there, but that's a good couple inches right there. You can get a lot of gear in this compared to these other bags. Labeling. No labeling at all on this. So you're literally left with looking in the contents. What is in it? Fortunately, they do provide you nice windows. So this one can be very small or it can be very big. And then lastly, we're talking about the Tenba here. Here is the Toolbox 8. Now this is a much bigger bag, and I got one mostly for GoPros, and I would imagine this is probably a big seller for GoPros because it's just, there's a lot of room in here. It has that smooth, not sticky, somewhat thick like the original bag, the cord bag. It is very thick, so you can see thicker than the Shimoda bag by probably 3/4 to an inch. There is some expandable hoops in there. Then there are dividers, standard dividers like you would find in camera bags. You can move those around as you see fit. You can fit your high quality cameras in here. Then close it up. It feels really good. It's kind of rigid. I don't know what's in the back. It's padded on all sides. And so it's got a little bit of firmness, maybe some cardboard or some plastic in there. But I mean, you can see it's pretty rigid. You can see the thickness there. Dual zippers, they are not weather sealed. But you can fit an awful lot of stuff in this. I mean, I just use 2 pockets here. And yeah, 3 pockets. And as far as labeling, no. So the Shimoda bag compared to the Toolbox 8, and let's see if we can get the thickness to show up here. So you can kind of compare the thickness. This one is definitely thicker, probably close to an inch. Let's compare these. So this is the cord bag. This is the GoBags. And you can see the size difference. And then this is the cable pouch 4 on top. It's kind of a side by side here. So you can see this one looks almost the same size, but it really isn't. Yep. So we have a completely flat go bag inside of a CRD bag. So that shows you, I mean, it is smaller considerably, but it's also considerably cheaper. Yeah, there's a difference here in size. This one you get the thickness, you get a little bit wider. I could easily put this in here. There's no question there. I could also put this in here. I could also put this in here and zip it right on up. I mean, that's 3 bags in a Shimoda. So it all depends on what size you need and what you're looking for. And then the Toolbox is, well, it's not for cable organization. It's definitely more for GoPro, but I wanted to throw it in there because of, well, how versatile it can be. So that's cable management and bags with a unbiased, non-really reviewing like a bag, like this is the bag, this is the bag. They all have their purpose and they're all fine. They're all really good, except for the original go-to bags. Yeah, I mean, if you're really cheap, I get it. $11, you get like a set of 5 of these. So I can see it. The zipper tool bags, I don't really recommend those anymore. What I would say is I'm not picking a winner here. I don't think there's a clear winner as far as which bag here of these 5. I think there is a winner on capability construction and such. I will probably do a video on that in the future, but this one was just so you can compare, because I don't do comparisons when I do reviews. And so this is a non-review, more of a comparison. Yeah, so have any questions? You can leave those down below. If you want to purchase any of these bags, any of these at all, please use the Amazon affiliate links down below or the B&H links affiliates. It really does help the channel. If you really, really want to help the channel, consider becoming a channel member. It allows you to reach coolness factors unheard of before, like these fine people right here. And as always, as I like to leave it, don't let your passions center around your life. Let your life center around your passions.